and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all who's checking this out all around the world, sit back, relax, and enjoy, because this is going to be a stone groove. You didn't pay no money, so there's no need to act funny. This is a channel where you can vent and speak your mind freely and expeditiously, and don't you dare be sour. This is the den. Like I say, you can speak your mind with no bashing and no disrespect. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So just relax and enjoy yourselves and have fun. Now it's time for the den with your host, Carlos Stargell, the last. Because after they made him, they broke the mold. So here's the den.
You have heard so much about him, but in a few minutes you're going to hear from him.
Rap tell him a little bit right here.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
May I rise?
All rise.
Talk to me. Say something.
Oh, shit.
Chain on.
Yo, what's up? How y'all doing? What's happening? How y'all be? Tell me something good, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, and many and millions of y'all who took the time to check this out, listen and watch this all around the world. Sit back and relax, because it's going to be a stone groove. And this is a channel where you can vent and speak your mind so freely and expeditiously. Shoot, I can't lose what I can use. I know what to do to set the groove and put y'all in the mood. That's right. Y'all didn't pay no money, so there's no need for y'all acting funny. Now it's time for the den with me, your host, Carlos Stargell,
the last.
Because after they made me, they broke the mold. Now it's time for the den. And guess what, y'all?
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome to the den. I'm your host, Carlos Stargell, the last. And like I always say over and over and time again, the reason why they call me the last, because after they made me,
they broke the mold.
That's right. So just sit back and relax, because y'all know it's going to be a stone groove. And I know what to do to set the groove and put y'all in the mood and shit. I can't lose what I can use. So don't you dare be sour. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And look, kick your feet up and just get your mind right. Cause you know, like I told y'all earlier.
I got a lot of good shit to tell you all this evening.
That's right, I do. And before I get started, I want to thank all the viewers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please, if you find it in your heart and feel it in the depths of your soul, please hit that like or the subscription bell.
I really would appreciate it.
Okay. And I want to give shout outs to everybody whose birthday today, December the 20th. Happy birthday, y'all. And speaking of birthdays, I want to say happy birthday to this sister who I've been known in church ever since I was young. And I had the pleasure to be, to be cool with her. Not only just her sons, but I knew her husband, her sister-in-law, her nephews. Shoot, I knew a whole lot of the family. And then it started with one of her nephews. Then another journey started back in the 80s at Evergreen Baptist Church. That's when I knew, like her nephew, that's when I met his aunt, his aunts, his uncles. Shoot, just about the whole family at Evergreen. But like I say, where it started at Cedar Grove High School.
Rap tell him a little bit right here.
With a friend of mine, James Ivey. And I knew him at Cedar Grove. And he was a good guy, still is. And I'm so glad he gave his life to the Lord and became a minister. You just don't know how good it feels to hear that when good news like that what's the point of fighting over it? Anything that good, you shouldn't have to fight. If anything, you should be encouraging and uplifting. Because, like I told y'all yesterday, those the same ones who told, if it wasn't for the ones who told me about the goodness of the Lord, them same church people be talking bad about me. And now y'all know that's beyond the quintessential truth, y'all.
Talk to me. Say something.
Yeah, but anyhow, getting back to what I was saying. Okay, he was a good guy. I knew it had to be something special about him. And then in toward the end of 87 or beginning of 88, something like that. That's when we're going to start with 87 first. When I started, first time I went to Evergreen Baptist Church, okay, the person I'm talking about, James Jive, I think it was one of his church members' cousins or whatever, but her name was Tanya Fuller. She actually invited me, a friend of mine and his cousins, to come to the concert they had at Evergreen Baptist Church. Now, one of my friends didn't come, but his cousin did. And we hung out. And after that, we hung out and all that. But getting back to that, yeah, we went to the concert in 87. And I think about a few months later, I went back to visit Evergreen. And then that's when I decided to give my life to the Lord. Give my life to the Lord on my, on my own free will.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
Because like I said, somebody had to tell me about the goodness of the Lord. And I'm going to say it again. If didn't nobody tell me about the goodness of the Lord, them damn church folks would be talking about me too. Hey, James, how you doing? Hey, cuz, how you doing? I can understand. Hey, not a hell of a whole lot. Ain't nothing. I ain't making no noise. Ain't nothing going on for the rent. Nothing going on but the rent. And dealing with family issues, man, I am so sorry to hear that, cuz. But hey, I'm just gonna say this, man. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna say this.
Shit happens, cuz.
And that is true. But I keep y'all in prayer because, hey, man, we family. Cuz we family. We got to hang in there and stick together because we all we got, man. For real, family is all we got. So we got to be on our best behaviors and do a whole lot better. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, I don't know what's going on, but hey, all I can do is keep it in prayer, and like I said, and leave it in the hands of God. That's all I can tell you, cuz on the real, for real. Sorry about that. Sorry about the light, y'all. But anyway, getting back to my buddy James Ivey in Evergreen Baptist Church. I knew he looked familiar up there in the pool pit. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Cuz I'm sorry to hear that. You okay, cuz? I'm sorry to hear that, man. Shoot, and then it's close to the holidays too, man. I mean, I was talking about, me and Veronica were talking about that same sugar honey iced tea yesterday. But hey, shit happens. But like I said, all I can do, man, is keep you in prayer. And I love you too, cuz. But anyway, back to James Ivey. And then when I came to Evergreen, like I said, after I gave my life to the Lord, at my own free will, I had the pleasure of meeting his cousins, his aunts, his uncles, his whole dang near just about the whole family. But like I said, it was a pleasure because I knew I was surrounded by good people at Evergreen Baptist Church. And James Ivey, just to let you know too, even though when I joined Evergreen, I found, now if you remember Homer Weldon, who was married to Veronica once upon a time. I'm finna tell you something that's gonna really blow your mind, folks. Now, me and Homer, when we first time we met in the choir book. For some reason I kept saying, dude looked familiar. So I don't know if you remember, but I think one time the young adult choir had to go to Greenville, Georgia, to sing when Reverend, because Reverend Loyal had asked us to come down there because he had to preach a sermon, so he asked our choir to come down. I don't know if you remember I don't know if you remember that or not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. How about me, Homer, and Dee Demetrius Knight? We, all three of us riding together. We you know how you follow, how everybody follow, in the trail when we go into another church or unfamiliar territory or whatnot. How about me and Homer? We was on our way to Green. We was on our way, and Homer was like, "I got some family that live in that area down in Woodbury." And I said, "Sure enough," I said, "What's your people name, Homer?" He was like, "Stargell." I said, "Who you related to that's a Stargell?" He was like, "Well, Walt Jr. is my." I said, "Stop right there." I said, "That's my daddy's first cousin." Homer was like, "What?" And I kept saying, "I know you from somewhere." And then what really came to James, he said he remember when I was real young, we was sitting on the back of a pickup truck at some home, and I think at my grandmama and granddaddy's church, they home going down at St. Paul Holdings Church when it was off of 362 before they moved it to Highway 85. And speaking of James, that church where they moved it to, that was my grandparents' land also. Yeah, before they passed on. But anyhow, getting back to that, James, when we found out we were related, I knew we weren't lying because we started naming relatives, on the Stargell side of the family, and we knew we weren't lying. And then I'm gonna tell you something else too, James Ivy. It was a pleasure knowing your aunt too, especially your aunt Leola. And then it was a pleasure that I knew your Uncle David, Deacon David Ivy. Now I'm about to tell you something about that too, James. Now it was one time I think we had like a program after church. It was one of them Sundays we had a program that Sunday after church. And you know how we are when we get hungry. We want to go somewhere and get us something to eat. So I had asked Derek, your cousin, God bless him. I had asked him if he can, would he like to ride with me to go, because I was going to Crystals and get me some. I was going to Crystals that day because that day I had a Jones for some Crystal burgers, and I wasn't gonna be satisfied till it hit my mouth. But anyway, so your cousin Derek, I asked him would he like to ride. He said, "I gotta ask my dad." I said, "By all means, man. Hey, Teresa, how you doing?" And like I say, he said, "I gotta ask my dad." I said, "Go ahead and ask your dad by all means." So he went and asked his dad. When he went and asked his daddy, him and his daddy came up. I guess by me right on, Teresa. I guess I was reading his lips, and he was shaking on his head like that. Then when he looked at me, your uncle was like, "So that's the Carlos. That's Carlos." Yeah. "Oh yeah, you can ride with him. That's a dog." James, that made my day because I was so tickled the way he acknowledged me, and I thought that was pretty cool, man. And then I'm gonna tell you something else too. Another one of your relatives I met, God rest her soul, your aunt Rosalie. I didn't have no idea for a long time that was your aunt, but I knew your aunt when I was real young, and she always been cool with me. Yeah, me and your aunt Rosa, shoot, man. And you know what? And I remember when I met her, she was living in Mr. Waters. And guess what, James? I think in '93, I got my first apartment in Mr. Waters. And yes, yeah, I know where your aunt lived at. God don't mind. I knew where your aunt lived at. Your aunt, she lived in the front. During that time, I had moved to the back. Now that's where all the action was at in the back. But you got to understand that too, James. I was young, felt like got my first apartment, felt like couldn't nobody tell me nothing, which they couldn't. And I thought I had it going on. Yeah, like I said, when you young to get your first apartment, hell, you don't know how to act. Nobody does. And that's on the real for real. But as you grow, look, James, as you grow, you learn. But guess what, man? At the age where I'm at now, I learned a lot. And if I could turn back the hands of time and start over again, I could. But guess what? Nothing can be said or done now. What's done is done, and it is what it is. Only thing I can tell you, man, thank the Lord I survived those trials and tribulations. And I thank God every day, all day for life, health, strength, courage, knowledge, and wisdom all day, every day, man. But basically what I was trying to tell you too, Brother James, when it comes to us black people, yeah, it's a small world. You never know who, especially if you black, and especially living in Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, the way how we know everybody, not only just family, but you got employment, schools, you got churches, neighborhoods, all that, man. No matter where you go, where you work, where you live, where you go to school or whatever, black people always know somebody. And that's the truth. That really is the truth.
Rap to him a little bit right here.
And y'all know I'm not lying when I say that when it comes to us blacks, it's a small world because you never know who. And when it comes to black people, everybody know everybody. And that's on the real. Just like, I was surprised that how many people, a lot of people knew me when I was in Georgia. I mean, there was a lot of people I didn't know, but Lord have mercy, they knew who I was for some strange reason. Just like, so for example, somebody say, you know a cat named Carlos? They say Carlos. Last name Stargell. And then they'll be like, And then how they break it down. Got a deep voice. No, they'll say he got an earring in his ear. And he got a real deep, oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that nut. I don't heard a lot of people say that, yeah, I know that nut. They say he got an earring in his ear, got a real deep voice that will join you in a heartbeat. Well, I ain't gonna say I'll join you in a heartbeat. I'll do it if I'm provoked. But I'm not gonna and if I join in a heartbeat, it's not gonna be out of spite, it's gonna be out of love. And that's on the real, y'all. Because guess what? Like I said, when it comes to joining with me, I'll let you know. If you feel like you're going to get your feelings hurt or get offended, let me know now. And we won't have no battle. But if you crazy enough to join me and you want to take the risk of getting your feelings hurt or get embarrassed, that's on you because I did give you fair warning. Because I ain't going to lie to you. Anybody that knows me know I said some stuff that really hit below, well, I ain't gonna say hit below the belt, but I only did that for cutthroat reasons. But I said some stuff that not only made you think, but I said some stuff that made a whole lot of people look and felt stupid. And then that's when they start acting out in their feelings and see. You don't even have to go through all that. Like I said, if you're gonna join me, you better be ready to have some fun and laugh and enjoy yourself. Because if you feel like you that damn sensitive and you want to be all in your feelings or whatnot, you might as well don't even think about trying to join me, because that's one thing. I'm going to join, especially if you really say, especially if you think you're going to outshine me, because that ain't going to happen. But just to let y'all know, I'm not as bad as a lot of people say it, but they'll let you know too. I'm not the one you want to underestimate or mess with. But anyway, like I said, that's the thing about it with us black people. Not only is a small world, and not only as black people, we know everybody and their mama, and everybody and their mama know us just about. But us, we know we understand each other too as well. I mean, but only one problem we have. We don't stick together like everybody else. I mean, maybe families do, but as far as us as a whole, nah. We out trying to outdo each other. In other words, crabs in the basket. One make it, you got one trying to bring the other down. That ain't right, and that ain't cool. And that's on the real for real. But I'm gonna say this though. No matter excuse me. No matter how much crap we have to go through with our people, I still got love. I still got love for my people. And I'm going to do what's best for my people. At least I'm going to try, because I can only do so much. But if doing what's best for my people and sticking up for my people makes it look like it's a bad thing, so be it. They say two wrongs never make it right, but it'll damn sure make it even. And that's on the real for real, and that's way beyond the quintessential truth root. But anyway, y'all, my time is just about up. But I want to thank all the viewers who took the time to tune in and check out and watch the den. Plus, I want to thank my cousin James Nash and my recurring live chat partner Teresa Baker for joining in on the live chat. I really want to thank y'all for that. And this subject, this what I was talking about today about small world, especially for us people. That's the truth, y'all. And I had to send this to a school friend of mine and found out that I knew his family. So hey, once you at Evergreen, you family. That's all I can tell you. When you go to Evergreen and you've been there and they known you for some years, shoot, you family. So I just want to give my shout out and love to my homeboy, James Ivey. And James, keep on doing what you're doing. And may the Lord continue to keep blessing you, man. Well, my time is up now. But I want to thank all the viewers. And I want to thank my cousin and James Nash and Teresa Baker for helping me out on the live chat. But just to let y'all know, I will be back later on. Don't know exactly what time yet, but y'all will be notified. So until later on, y'all, God bless you. I love you. Y'all take good care of yourselves and each other. Y'all be good. And thank y'all so much for taking the time to check out, listen, and watch the den. And again, until later on, y'all, peace, two fingers. I'm out of here like last year. Later on, you straighter.